Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
So, this is another mysterious type of piece.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what might be happening in this piece?
So basically, you can see the model, which is my sister.
Very good.
She's sitting in kind of like a mourning attire with a veil obscuring her face. And then there's two doorways. One is closed, one is open. And behind her, you can see three shadows, one of which is her own, but then there's two. And like the viewer doesn't know where those two shadows come from. And I omitted the shadows like reflection or what you would see normally on the floor in the shadow.
Right.
So by omitting that, I wanted to make the viewer question what they see. Like it seems like a normal scene at first, but once you see the missing parts and the eerie yellow glow, I wanted them to start questioning reality.
Right, like what would these people maybe be doing here for this girl or to this girl or, yeah. So where do you get your inspiration from for something like this?
Well, actually for this piece, it's unique because I was inspired from an assignment I had in my American Studies class. Basically, we had an essay that we had to write over this unit when we were studying words and how some words have gender-specific connotations. The word that I chose for my specific essay was modesty and its harmful effects or suffocating effects when taken too far, especially with regards to females. And I think this piece just kind of transitioned from that. I broadened its purview to more of like a wider concept of cultural constructs and how hard it can be to break them, because once you are born and live in a specific culture, you kind of take those standards as fact.
It's a really moving piece, but it's hard to pinpoint why. You know what? It's a very interesting piece. Do you do a lot of photography? Or is this your first time manipulating photography?
Yeah, actually, this was my first time manipulating photography. I did this for my 2D design class. So I think in that class, that's when I first got into photography, really.
Mm-hmm. And then you're now using all those digital tools to kind of manipulate things and change things around. Is this the first? Is this something like what you do in your other work, or is this something completely new for you?
This was completely new for me. I also did another piece later on with digitally manipulated photography, but I'm generally more traditional, like oil paint, acrylic. I recently discovered printmaking, which I've fallen in love with. But yeah, photography isn't the norm for me.
Oh, photography, not at all the norm for you. No, interesting. So what made you think, let's try this with photography instead of painting something like this? What makes it more appealing to do it with photography and to make it like, because you're making this not real scene, but you're making it real in a way because it is a photograph.
Yeah, I specifically chose photography because I think on the outset when you first glance at it, it looks like a real picture. And I don't think I would be able to achieve that kind of effect with like oil painting and like with the message and with what I wanted the audience to see. I think photography was the best medium to convey it in, because this is like specifically talking about how like reality sometimes aren't what we perceive them to be and how we should like question them.
Do you think you'll do more photography and more of this kind of questioning type of manipulative photography?
Oh yes, definitely. It was quite fun to it was quite fun to think of the concept. This is actually 3 photos. All of the shadows are my sister.
Wow, very interesting. Cool. Well, it's a really neat piece. It's just very mysterious. I just keep thinking there's more to this. There's more questions in this piece.
Yeah, so. That's a lot of the feedback I've been getting. Like my friends, when they say they just keep on questioning me about it.
Yeah, well, it's very nice. Well, thank you so much, Jierui. I appreciate it. Thank you.